Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest, on the NES Classic. This is actually one of the first, I want to say it's one of the first games I ever got for Christmas on the NES. We purchased an NES action set with, of course, Mario and Duck Hunt. Bases Loaded 1, and I want to say one other game that I can't recall. But I wound up getting this game, I want to say, after I got an old issue of Nintendo Power. I want to believe I got this game and the first Ninja Turtles game, and I didn't beat Ninja Turtles, to be honest. I beat it with a Game Genie. This game was hard as nuts. By the way, I didn't know they actually said hell in a Nintendo game in America. We're going to the Shadows of the Hell House, and I didn't know Nintendo let Konami get away with that. There's no help me password here, but anyway. I'm going to have to find a way to splice the music into this game, because we all know it's one of the best NES soundtracks of all time, even though there were only maybe 5 songs in the entire soundtrack. Okay, this game's on a timer. I pressed the pause button here. We're going to have an issue here. This game's going to run on a timer in the background. Let's give you an idea about how long it takes, because I literally just pressed the pause button a couple of seconds later, and I've already lost 5 seconds. When that clock strikes 0, what is it, 0? I forget what the clock is, but basically when we reach a certain time, we're going to go to a night-day cycle. All the enemies get stronger at night. Okay, so that tells you how much time we have to mess around with. So for this video, I'm going to muck around, kind of go through the basics, do some light exploring outside of town, then come back to town when night falls, because I'm going to build up my character by farming enemies for hearts. Hearts give you experience. Actually, in this game, hearts are money. E is experience. You get experience for every enemy you defeat. Of course, at night, the easiest way to level up your character is to just kill zombies. As I recall, this game has a... How do I say this? This game has a no... Let me, 2051. I want to say this game has a system that prevents you from farming a certain area too often. For instance, if you level up by defeating enemies in a certain area of the game stops giving you experience after a certain experience level. So I want to say you can't just sit in the first town of the game and just farm enemies for experience. You have to keep making progress in order to gain experience by going to different areas. And if I can explain that more clearly and later, I will. First thing to do in this town is buy a white crystal. So time pauses while I'm in a conversation, which is good. Press up to go into the door and talk to this guy. Oh, time stops inside the church. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to practice in here. So, basics. It's Castlevania, so of course you can jump and do all your other good stuff. Basic controls there. Now, you can't change... No, you cannot change direction while you're jumping. So the jump is one of these committed jumps, where if you press a button, you can't turn around. You also can't turn around and whip in midair either. This game also has pixel-perfect platforming, so you can kind of hang off the far... You can put your back heel on the far right edge of the block here and do a jump, which you're going to need in some levels, I believe. It's kind of annoying. And a couple of other things I should probably mention. Hold on. Yeah, you can jump through the block. No, you can't jump through the blocks here. This is important. In Castlevania 1, you can glitch your way through the blocks by jumping through them. Jumping underneath them, basically. In this game, you can't, but there are invisible blocks and there are illusions. There are fake blocks that you can jump through, and that's important because in some later stages, where you're allowed to stand and the way that you make progress in this game is to figure out which blocks can actually be jumped through. Let's see, what else do you need to know? Yeah, I don't have a sub-weapon, so I can't show you that. Rest here for a while. You can regenerate your health here by just going to the church and talking to this dude by pressing the whip button. You can't speed up the text here. Yeah, you can't speed up the text, so it's slow. I don't know why it loads so slowly, but anyway. I want to say this was a Famicom disc game in Japan. I'll double check. Obviously, we have a password, so that's great. And I have save states in the NES Classic, so I don't have to worry about that nonsense. Let me check on a couple of other things. This is a research stream, bear with me. Can you jump? Okay, I can't practice this here. In Castlevania 3, or definitely Castlevania 4, I know this. If you're jumping, you can hold up while you're jumping to to climb the stairs in mid-jump, but you can't do that here. You also can't hold down and press A to go through the floor while you're on the stairs. So all the little quality of life improvements that were made to the control are not present here. And again, you have committed jumps, so you can't turn around in midair, all that nonsense. What else do I need to mention? You can crouch turn, so that's exceptional. Because you might need to do that in some levels, especially in some of the mansions we're going to go to later. So you can crouch turn. So that means if you have to turn around while crouching, absolutely can. That's fantastic. Now, how's my whip control? Let me check on that. Well, this weapon's fast, but it's weak. There's no candle breaking system here. All the hearts you get are from defeating enemies. And finding them, I think, on the wild. I forget. A crooked trader is offering bum deals in this town. Well, I should probably mention the game has fake hints. You can talk to some people, they will straight up lie to your face. And there's no way to know if they're lying until you actually go to where they're telling you to go or do what they're telling you to do and you find out that they lied. So, yeah, probably one of the most annoying parts of this game is that you're encouraged to talk to people because it's the only way to really figure out what you need to do unless you're using a strategy guide. So until you figure out what to do, the game basically forces you to figure out if the person you're talking to is telling the truth or lying, and time stands still inside these buildings. Huh. That's interesting. So that's actually good to know. So if I need a break, I guess I can do that, so I can practice in here. Okay, so before I buy anything from this guy... Actually, let me see what he wants. No. We'll spend some money and then buy some holy water later. Again, I want to say that the hearts in this game are currency, as you can see, but I want to say they're also used for special weapons as well, sub-weapons. Do I have to buy a white crystal? Probably. Not yet. Because what I'm thinking of doing is seeing... I thought I could find one. Or I think there might be a fake white crystal out here. Oh yeah, you can die if you fall into the water, so don't fall into the water. Simon can't swim. Clues to Dracula's riddle are in the town of Veros. What's the name of this town? Is there supposed to be some kind of sign I can read? Let's see if I can do the mid-air stair climbing. Nope, I'm holding up and I can't do the stair climb. Come back here, lady. There's slowdown in this game. I can press the B button to cancel that, huh? Just a second. So I can press the B button to cancel this. Okay, that's fine. So the text is slow, but you can cancel out of it if you don't want to read it. A magic potion will destroy the wall of evil. This is true, actually. I want to say the holy water does break some blocks. This is a Metroidvania game before Symphony of the Night. This Castlevania game does have some Metroid-like elements whereby you aren't able to make progress until you gain a certain weapon or a certain sub-weapon or a certain item, which unlocks other areas of the game. So you're going to need that if you want to make progress. So I can't do a mid-air stair climb. That sucks. Okay. Buy a thorn whip. I'll buy that later. It's going to be useful later. I don't need it now, but I'll need it when I start getting to the harder areas. And at night, it will be somewhat useful. But I need to build my health. Okay, she just respawns, basically. Here's the sign. Press up, or I press B. This is the signpost. Okay. Turn right for the Jova Woods. Left for the Belasco Marsh. Ugh, I hated that area. Always hated it. They're those mud men, and the swamp saps your energy. It's annoying as crap. You have a friend in the town of Aldra. See him. Well, I don't know where it is. We're going to have to make a map. Crap! It's nighttime. Ah! What a normal night to have a curse. What's the curse? Well, everyone goes inside the town and hides. So I forgot to go outside of town to show you what's up with that. But I'll do some quick exploring. So at 6 o'clock, 1804. It's nighttime. I think I have to, and I think we're in the northern hemisphere. We're way outside of the tropics. The nights in this game are very long. So I think the sun doesn't come up till 6 a.m. So I'll double check the clock and see how long it lasts. But that means, like I said, it's nighttime. So in the day-night cycle in this game, enemies are a lot stronger. They take 2 whiff hits to destroy instead of 1. But we're gonna farm these guys for hearts. By the way, this guy looks like, what's his name from Big Trouble in Little China, doesn't he? Anyway. So, 2 whips bring him down. And I get 4 hearts from him. I can just do this back and forth. See, there he is. So you check out the right side of the screen. You'll be able to see where the enemy respawns. There he is. So I guess see that right window on the right-hand side of the screen? That seems to be where the zombie respawns. So I can just do this all night. Because eventually he'll drop a heart, and I can just keep farming him for hearts. By the way, check and see how much experience I get. 9 experience. Now, this music is awesome, isn't it? So I got 3 experience for each zombie I defeat. How much do I need to go up another level? I don't know. Is it 100? I think it might be 100. I'm at level 0, so what do I really have to lose? So basically, this is how you farm for hearts in this game. If there's a faster way to do it, I don't know. In some levels, you kind of go up and down the stairs a little bit, but one enemy at a time, just do this over and over again. I'm not going to sit here and do this all night. In fact, I'll probably go into the marsh later so I can show you, what's up. Because the enemies are stronger at night in every part of the city. So here at nighttime, you can't go into houses. All the doors are shut. So you're going to have to just fight through enemies. I don't want to do the dangerous thing and try to jump over that pit with a zombie on the other side. Okay, here are the enemies. 1, 2, whoop! You can do this over and over again. My whip isn't strong enough. So those guys are dangerous because they shoot fire at you. And I don't have a rib. Eventually in the game, you get Dracula's rib and you can deflect those. But for now, I don't think you can whip those fireballs, but it's too dangerous for me to sit around and find out. 2786. Okay. So I get 3 experience points for every zombie I kill, and you already know how to farm those. Okay, so we're going to... let me see if I can go into that house. I probably can't. Let me wait till the zombie passes, though. Okay. It's all coming back to me now. It's amazing how much I remember about this game, but I beat it so many times. It's been probably 25 years since I've done anything like it. I think I've played this game since the Clinton era. Yeah, you can't go inside any of the houses. Now I wonder if I can spam the zombies up here for a double experience. No, just a second. Okay, so he spawns at the left edge of that window right there. There he is. See? So check out that window on the far left side. See? Okay, so that's how you respawn him. Can I get double zombies here? I don't want to get surrounded, by the way. Oh, there we go. So what spawns them? And the morning sun has vanquished the curse. Yep, the horrible, whatever. Very poetic. So, okay, I didn't double check the clock. So yeah, so I want to say the clock runs from 00, which is midnight, to 23:59, so it's like a regular clock. That, on the far left-hand side, that 1 means 1 day has passed. So, the sun sets at 1800, and it rises at 6 o'clock. So it's like springtime, I guess. Springtime in Transylvania. Let me get my energy back here. I said this was a research stream. Obviously I'm not doing a time, a speed run. Not for this video. Okay, so that's been established. How much money did I get? So I have enough money to buy a thorn whip. I'm not going to buy that yet. Because I want you to see how strong or how weak my weapon is. And I want you to actually press the select button. Oh, select button is how you pause. And I also think the music keeps playing while this pause is up. So that's pretty good. Okay, so I have no weapons of any sort. So eventually, when I get a white crystal and stuff like that, I can switch to my white crystal and stuff. Alright, so let's go this way. Here are the regular enemies. 42106. So 2 whips brings down that enemy in daytime. At nighttime, it takes twice as many hits to bring down the enemy. So keep that in mind. I didn't get any experience for that? Okay. I'm not getting any experience for this. Wow. Don't get too close to the werewolf. He'll eventually pounce on you. That sucks. By the way, the full heart you just saw me collect is worth 2. a half heart is worth 4. Does that make any sense? But what really matters is that at nighttime, I believe your experience doubles as well. So you get a heart. So if I defeat these enemies at night, they take twice as much damage. I believe they inflict twice as much damage as well at night. But you get more hearts when you defeat them. And I want to say you might get more experience. Okay, so I got 44 experience now. Nothing. I got no experience for that? Oh, so I got experience. I picked up the hearts for experience. Okay, I didn't know that. So the hearts determine how much experience I get? 46, 104, 144. So I got 1 experience for each heart and 2 hearts. So I got 1 E and 2 hearts for every full heart. So I need to collect the hearts to get the experience. I don't get the experience by defeating enemies. That's weird. Maybe I thought I got experience by defeating the zombies at night. Maybe I do. I'll double check that. I have the video evidence to prove it. I don't want to stray too far from the town because once nighttime comes, I gotta head back. Because these werewolves get really dangerous at night because, like I said, you have to destroy them before they get too close to you. Because once they get close to you, they start jumping up and down. They're harder to hit. So keep that in mind. Okay, this level gets really annoying later when the spiders start showing up. But how awesome is this music, by the way, right? Like one of the best soundtracks of any NES game. Although I should mention, this game actually won the Nintendo Power Best Graphics and Sound Award, I believe the year it came out, which was '89 in this country. It won the award for Best Graphics and Sound in an NES game. Which means it beat out Zelda, it beat out a couple of other games. It beat out Zelda 2, and a few other games, I forget. By the way, Zelda 2 won Game of the Year that year from Nintendo Power, as expected. But yeah, I think this game got a 5 out of 5, a perfect 5 out of 5 in terms of graphics and sound. Back when that Nintendo Power had a rating system with 10 points. So you got, what is it? You had a ranking 4 out of 5 and all the half points in between. So this game scored a 5 out of 5. And I would have given it a 5 out of 5 too, because the pixel art in this game back in the late 80s was very, very good. It's one of the best looking, NES games. Look at the amount of color they got in this here. They like the forest here. They got the blue in the background behind the trees. And they got the brown wood, obviously. They got the dark, brown, rust-colored dirt. So there's a lot of color here. There's a lot more color here than you might expect. And again, it's distinct from the background. So the colors that Simon is wearing are distinct from the background and from the dirt, I want to say. Maybe I think it might be slightly off. There's a lot of color here. I was surprised. There seems to be a bit of dot crawl going on. See how the color changes every time I move? See, look at this. Check out the blue and the brown and the black in the background. See, it seems to be it flashes a little bit when you scroll the screen. So I guess that's dot crawl. I don't know. But I think that same effect existed on the CRT I played this game on. Let's see, 2 hits, 3 hits, 4 hits. 67. So at night, I got a half heart, which is good for 4 hearts and currency, and 3 experience, 70. Okay, so 73, 164. So I only get experience when I collect the heart. That's weird. Let me at least take out this guy. Because the problem is that he takes too many hits, so you might have to retreat, and then he might respawn when you retreat. So that's kind of weird. Alright. We're going to make it through 2 nights and 2 days, huh? This isn't so bad. But I have plenty of money now. Let me see if I can go up an experience level. Okay, here we go. And yeah, there's going to be a lot of slowdown in this game, so fair warning. Because when you get to the mansions and stuff, the slowdown gets really, really bad. Like, slows down to a crawl because there's too much activity on screen. The game was just way too ambitious in terms of its performance. Look at that. Double zombies. Okay, 82, 176. So I don't get any experience by killing the enemies, only by picking up the hearts they leave behind. That's right, I can go back and forth. Yeah, like that. Yeah, let me do this back and forth thing. Yeah, there he goes. This is what you do. Stay in front of the church, go back and forth. Just a second. Oh, went up a level. Okay, so I got another experience level. So I want to say I got 100 experience points, and now my level is at level 1. It's almost midnight, so let's see. How did I do this earlier? There we go. There it is. So is this where I stand? Wait a minute. Am I getting any more experience? Let me check. So I'm still getting hearts, but I'm not getting any more experience now. Okay. So the experience farm is now shut down. That's disappointing. There's the other enemy. How do I spawn that enemy on the left? Well, whatever. Yeah, there's a trick to this. I forgot what it is. If I don't get hearts, just keep going back and forth, I guess. Oh, and the enemy doesn't appear until I pick up the heart. Is that right? See? He's not respawning. And now he respawns because I picked up the heart. Weird. I'm sure the playtesters are having a ball trying to figure out how this game works. So the enemy doesn't reappear if you don't pick up the heart? Eventually the heart disappears, I want to say. So I'm just here picking up money because I'm not getting any more experience now and it's almost daytime. So once the clock reaches 2:06, it'll be daytime. And then once it's daytime, I'll be able to go back to the marsh to the left of me and see what's going on over there. So you got to see the woods at night, and you got to see the woods at daytime. And now I'm getting no more experience from this area. So let me see if I can go left. It's probably too dangerous, though, to be honest. Because those enemies are going to start shooting fireballs at me in daytime. But I can just go back to the church if I need to heal myself. Okay, so I can't get the heart, because once the day-night cycle switches over, that means that the heart disappears. Which is annoying, but, you know, small things. So the daytime burned the heart, huh? Same thing happens when you switch from day to night. Any hearts the enemies leave behind during daytime, I believe, disappear. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Zeros, triples, so I have zeros in the experience, but I went up an experience level. So I can't build up any more experience here. Let me see if I can get some experience outside of town. It takes 4 hits to bring these guys down. I did get some experience. I'm gonna die here. Yeah, okay, this is too dangerous. Okay, so now I know. So I can't really get past this area till I get Adam's rib. Not Adam's rib, Dracula's rib. So now I know. I can build experience over there, but I can't build experience here. Now, can I build experience in the town next door? That's a question. So I'm starting to fill in the gaps in my memory, all the things that I learned over the years playing this game. So I got full health now. Problem solved. Go to church, get health. Get church to get health. Yeah, I believe remember that book? If you read that book, Console Wars by Blake Harris, apparently the Japanese president of Konami was a not hardcore Christian, but he was Christian, and for him, video games were like a safe space, you know. You're fighting, these are cartoon enemies. I didn't get any experience for that. So I can't get any more experience from these guys, can I? 3,256. Yep, so I can't earn any more, I can't farm this place for any more experience. Huh. That makes things very interesting, actually. Alright, so I'll let's do a few more bits for this research stream. We'll see how we do. By the end of the video, we'll end up getting a white crystal. And most likely we will get a Thorn Whip. I'm definitely going to need a Thorn Whip to get past those enemies outside this door, to the left, to the west of town. Because if you go to the town to the left, we're going to get those fireball shooting lizards, and I need to be able to blow them away. Because it takes 4 whip hits in the daytime to beat those guys. I mean, that's awful. Imagine trying to beat them at night with this crappy leather whip. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to be here at night, that's for sure. I want to say these mermen take 2 hits at night. So let me not be here. Got the timing down. It's practically muscle memory at this point. And yeah, the water is insta-kill. This is just like Mario when he's not swimming, when he's above ground. When he's above water, he can't swim, but when he's below water, he can. So we're going to talk about Mario another time, another video. I need the holy water to break these blocks, just so you know. I believe, yeah, these are the holy water blocks. So we'll get some holy water later. Probably should have stayed in my game, don't you think? If I can go down the stairs, that might work. I can go down those stairs too to get to another town, I believe. That water kills you, by the way. What time is it? I got an hour. I have a minute and a half. A minute in this game. A minute in this game. Let me put it this way. An hour in this game passes by in 1 minute. Wow. Crap! Darn it! Right. What? I totally forgot about that. I totally forgot about the respawn points. As annoying as those things were. Okay, better be a town here. Probably should have saved my game. Oh crap, I should have saved my game. Gosh darn it. Now, this skeleton, I have to backtrack, because the skeleton's going to take 2 hits. He almost got me there. Better be a town here. Nope, it's a mansion. Well, I can't go into the mansion at night. Okay. Fair warning. You cannot, by the way, time stopped inside this mansion, so you know, so I can't spend the night here. I need a white crystal, because there's an invisible platform here that I can't see. Now, if I want to risk it, I could jump here and ride the invisible... Whoop! Forget I said anything. So that's how you find out where the invisible platform is. I guess I didn't have to risk it after all. I don't think I want to stay here. Let me see if I can get some experience while I'm here, though. Why not? Can't build any experience at night. Turn it back! The music is awesome, though. Unlimited continues, I hope. Yeah, I believe the Unlimited continues. Okay, I'm good. Okay, no experience and no hearts. I can use my sub-weapon here, though, right? So I get no experience here. So I can earn hearts here, but I can't earn experience? This second guy's gonna take how many hits? By the way, this is nighttime, so does that mean the enemies are stronger in here at night? Oh, I lost all my hearts! I lost all my hearts because I died! Well, I got my experience at least. So there's that. But I lost all my freaking hearts. Second. There it is. Remember when I said you couldn't go through the blocks? Well, you can. Now, can you go through the blocks on the left? That's a good question. I mean, I've already died. I might as well just experiment a bit. Can I go through the blocks on the right? Okay, I thought that maybe is that a one-way wall? That might be a one-way wall. I forget. Anyway, I died anyways. Wait! Check out the right side. Check out the right side of the screen. See that? That's my whip on the right side of the screen. Wow, glitch all over the place. Wow. Okay, it's a bad night to be in this mansion. If I can park myself here. Yeah, see that? My whip's on the left-hand side of the screen. I should probably mention in passing that, 4 hits? Really? Yeah, 4 hits, kill these skeletons. But this is a safe spot, because they can't attack me. So, 320. Just a second. Yeah, this is safe. Okay, so the usual. So I can build experience here, but it's nighttime, so it's probably a bad idea. But going up a level is always good. So this is a safe spot to farm, then. Lost all my freaking hearts. The bat takes 2 hits, too. Ugh. But yeah, the head of Konami, the president of Konami Japan, I believe, he was a Christian. Which, remember, in Japan, isn't that common. At least not at that time. Maybe there were a few more back then, but... I wonder if he was in Hiroshima. I think that was where I think that's where a lot of the Japanese Christians were at the time. I'm trying to remember. Is that Kyushu? Is that the name of the island? I forget. Or it might have been Nagasaki, I forgot. But one of those islands had a pretty significant, a not insignificant Christian population for Japan at the time. But yeah, this guy was a Christian, which I think means he was okay with the Christian iconography, even though Nintendo apparently wasn't. But all the crosses are in this game, so it's not like they got rid of them entirely. Because I remember was it Dracula X on the Super NES? They got rid of a lot of the crosses. Not all of them, I want to say. But it was weird that you wouldn't have, you wouldn't have crosses in a Castlevania game, but... Obviously Nintendo had rules about certain religious symbols. But they were fine with them in this game. They were fine with them in the original Castlevania, so it's weird. Did they get rid of them? Did they get rid of them in some of the sequels? Because I want to say Castlevania 3 obviously had some crosses in it. And of course you could throw boomerangs, but I guess you could say they weren't crosses, really. So I can just go back and forth on the edge of this platform to farm for hearts then. Until daytime. Okay, we got 3 more minutes. Okay, so 1 second in real time is 1 minute in game time. And 1 minute in game time is 1 hour, I guess. So that explains it. So basically I have to survive for 2 more minutes. Yeah. Minute and a half. Just a second. Let's do a test.